Well, hello, America and the Federation and the United Federation of Planets and Starfleet. This is Audio Heads. We are a product of Geeks Assembled, and that's where you found us on YouTube on Geeks Assembled. And we are reviewing today a fan made production of decent quality, actually. Called uh, Altered Reflections as part of a fan made project called Section 31. And the first time you ever hear about Section 31 is back in Deep Space Nine when they talk about Bashir and Garrick and some of the hijinks that those two have gotten up to in the course of their friendship, or more than that. Sometimes Andy Robinson thinks that there's a lot more, and sometimes Alexander Siddig thinks that there was a lot more between Garrick and Bashir. But Section 31 was like the secret. Oops, sorry about that. Secret service of the Federation of Starfleet. So anyway, these guys have done a story called Altered Reflections, and it's really good. It's like 5 parts, 4.5 parts, and it's done in sort of a snappy form. There's a lot of a little descriptive conversations in it between the computer the and the this agent, and so just because I don't want to just tear open the whole thing, I'm just going to let Lee. What were your thoughts on this?
Well, I was going into this with a bit of trepidation because of the last Star Trek fan made audio we listened to was goddamn awful.
Yeah,
And we don't talk about that anymore.
no, that's that's like Adam and Doctor Who. You just don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, this is about, is it Dark Project?
Yeah, I
Company?
think it's called Dark Projects. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they've put the time and effort into this. The soundscape, the acting, and the storytelling. It's just it keeps you drawn in. So yeah, I knew about Section 31, but it was good. As you said, Deep Space Nine, but also recently in Picard.
Oh
Um,
yeah, and in Discovery. But go on.
yeah, yeah. So it's good to get a bit more insight into this. And yeah, it's someone, a guardian or someone is looking back on these recorded Federation tapes, and is finding out that history has been changed or time has been changed, but they don't know who's doing it. Is it the Brotherhood? Is it something else? And so you're getting different, every now and again you get different alternate timelines with the same characters but doing different things.
Yeah.
Which was a bit confusing at first, but then once you got into the story, you think, "Ah, right, yeah, I get that now." Because for 1 minute, they were off to rescue someone, but the next minute they were mass what was he, a Lord Mac or whatever, who was out to kill everyone in the Defiant and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
then it alternate. Yeah, it was quite. And the characters are quite interesting.
Yeah, they
Uh,
are.
yeah, you say you've got Mac, is it Jeddah, Cammy, and Killjoy. What's his name? The Borg. Can't remember his name now. But Mac used just called him Killjoy all the time.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
And then say you've got the captain of the Defiant, is it Jeffrey? I can't remember his name now, but he wasn't in it much because it was about this crew what had sort of stolen the original Defiant to go rescue another crew member from his father, because he was part of the guild, the Assassins Guild.
Hmm.
Once you're in the guild, you never leave. Apparently,
Yeah.
allegedly so. So yeah, it was an interesting story. It was in what I listened to. It was in 3 parts. What I listened to. Um, for some reason, episode 3 was in 2 parts. I don't know why. The where the professor finds this tablet with all the writing on. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed it. As to say, you got the soundscape right. You got all the sound is everybody, every Trekkie knows the sound of the computer on the bridge, or the whirring noises in the background. They've got it on here.
Yep.
So quite, it made you feel like you were getting involved in a Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is not approved by anything by Paramount or anything like that, as it says. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and it was more. It did grab you and bring you in. I enjoyed listening to this one.
Yeah,
The
I
back,
thought I thought the thing that would really intrigue you was the fact of it being sort of cloak and dagger on a number of levels.
mm,
And that was fun. And then the other thing that was great about it was, they were describing the situation, and it was really a dark time for the Federation and for the Starfleet and stuff. Um,
yeah,
and those different energies that people would see and whatever, that was really challenging for this team of people, and it was kind of a team effort in so many ways, like the recovery of the Defiant, and the fact that there were two Defiants was a little confusing. But hey, oh, it had some like high energetic battles, which was great because usually Star Trek isn't completely battle hungry until you get to the J.J. Abrams stuff, but the battle was amazing. And yeah, so I really like darker projects. I thought this was a great 3-part series, like 3.5 uh parts, and yeah, it was just fun to listen to. And I'm I enjoyed the part of the I enjoyed the part where they were face to face with with you know what they were trying to the people they were trying to save and stuff. They were working really hard on on finding a way around the board. And the board were great, and that was great that they included them. And yeah, so it was good. It was good, and I probably would recommend this incredibly high. I don't know if they put it out on CD or on uh, on downloadable files, if they have their own website or anything. But the the interesting thing about this was that is that they have really captured the danger and the jeopardy of being an agent all over an agent at large in the universe,
Yeah.
And yeah, so what stood out to you, Lee?
Well, I'm just looking at the cast list now. The Borg character was called Bishop.
Oh, like the one in
Like, not really.
Aliens.
Yeah. There was a few references, Doctor Who references in this,
There were larger on the inside.
and also for Gallifrey's sake.
Oh, for Gallifrey's sake, that's right. I thought I heard that, but I didn't go back and listen to it again. But yeah, funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I just liked it. It was a good. They got the essence of Star Trek, of a small crew coming together, of bickering, not getting on with each other, but doing what they've got to do,
Yeah,
and that's what I liked. And it was, say, Mac was played by, was it Mark Calita? He's the script editor on this. So that these are all they're all getting involved in this. The guy who played Bishop, Eric L. Busby, is the produced it and post production and all like that. So they're all getting involved. I'm just trying to figure who was the who. Do we know who the Observer? That's it, isn't it?
the Guardian.
Yeah, well, it's called here the Observer,
Okay,
but where you found out that where he was looking at the trials of the Enterprise when it came to its end of 5-year mission and was destroyed by this race, and they had to use the Guardians of Forever
forever.
portal to go forever to come back and redo time and history to bring back the Enterprise. And then he goes on about the grandfather paradox. Uh,
Yeah,
I thought great. It's going to be one of these stories. You just know where you're going to be. And also you've got Klingon in here as well, Borg,
yeah.
who turns out to be
The one who is in Star Trek 5. He's the one who's captured by Cybok.
ah,
Oh,
all right. And he turns out to be part of the thing. So on the Nosferatu.
yep.
It's a great name for a spaceship.
Great
Yeah,
name for a
not nearly
space.
as yeah, Nosferatu. I'm sure Doctor Who did that. But yeah, I just enjoyed it from beginning to end. And it's not too long. I mean, each episode was about 25 minutes long,
Yeah,
if that. So not long, 75 minutes to listen. Not bad. Great acting. No corny acting. No awful acting. No wooden acting. It was, as I say, they sat down and put their heart and soul into these characters.
yep.
So I'm quite looking forward to listening to some of the others, see
Okay.
where they go from here. I think this was from about 2004, so they have made a few. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Back over to you, Susan.
Yeah, I don't think it was 2004. I think it was a little bit later. I think it was around like 2007 or 8 or something like that. But the interesting thing of this whole thing was that um the whole thing is available on archive on the National Archive page, which is great. And
And
The other,
that's also on YouTube as well.
oh, nice, okay. And the other thing that's really key about this is that um, like the directors and the people in the production crew are the same people who played or were the actors in it too. So that was great. And it just shows a
It,
lot of
it's like it's like Star Trek continues again, isn't
it is like Star Trek continues. Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that
Great.
and I love it when there was a crossover as like, you know, a bad day in the council. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there were a lot of really cool moments in this, and so yeah, the other thing that was really cool was the fact that it had by rewriting time over and over again, I guess they were getting closer to what they needed, and so that was really something, was using the Guardian. I mean, no matter what Kirk said, that there, of course, everybody was going to go back to the Guardian eventually, the Guardian of the City of Forever or whatever. Of course, that was it's going to happen. And what was interesting was like that that this was also kind of like what had happened a couple times in the original series, and now even this latest series of Strange New Worlds has people going back in time to fix a mistake, and you know that was so awesome, and like sort of a time ship captain or crew was part of Strange New Worlds, and this is I mean this really had that in spades anyway.
Mm.
So I just really like that, and I love the fact that the Section 31 was also talked about in Discovery. What was it? Michelle Yeoh's character was part of Section 31, and anyway, she came on board the Discovery and tried to, especially when they kept going from the mirror universe back and forth, and like the the evil one of the Michelle Yeoh characters came back with them, and so like that was really interesting in season 2 of Discovery. There's a they have it makes the story more complex and stuff like that, and time travel and the universes that it generates is it's really it's really interesting. Everybody's talking about the multiverse right now, and it's pretty cool, and I look forward to seeing if they do that in Doctor Who this year. I thought that last series was perhaps on a mirror universe, because or a parallel, because of the way that certain characters were acting. I just thought that was interesting, and like the Master being part of that whole shenanigans. Anyway, so yeah, like what would you what would you like to say? Do you have anything more that you'd like to add for this?
Um, no, not really. I mean, as I say, I went into this dreading listening to this because of our bad experience with the last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was quite taken aback by how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if anything, what's got divergent timelines and the this was it, this Defiant, wasn't it? The Defiant.
Yeah, that was
Um,
Worf's ship. That was the one that he was that Cisco and he traded off captaining.
mm,
Yeah.
so yeah, and now we've got this crew joining. Well, it looks like they're joining Section 31. Those handful of people. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this. I mean, I know it's an old audio drama, but it's new to me. It's new to Susan.
And it
So
doesn't, it's not dated. There's nothing in this that makes it like, I mean, and the funny thing is that it was created like in the, before this last decade. And so it's and so all the kind of excitement about the multiverse was just at the beginning then, but it's like now it's just through the roof. What would, yeah, go on.
but yeah, I would recommend it. It's an easy once you over the shock of, oh, it's going to be a timey wimey thing, so to speak.
So to speak.
So to speak, you do get dragged into the story, and you do get to like the characters.
Mm-hmm.
They've ticked every box for me.
Mm.
Yeah. So for me personally, I'm going to give it 10.
Nice.
So
That's
10,
awesome.
10 out of 10 for this little audio.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too. I thought that it was exciting, and there was that big battle, and like they redid time and they didn't even fight the same battle, but like that was I just think that there was so much cool stuff in this, and it is timely for science fiction, but it's also timely for Star Trek, and it's also timely for just all the other storylines that are going on, the superhero stories and in Marvel's uh pantheon. It's fun. I don't know. Yeah. And so I will give this I'll give it 10 out of 10 desperate measures for this. I liked the reading of the space, the final frontier, and then they went into this whole. This is the these are the chronicles of this terrible war or whatever, and so like that was cool. They rewrote the opening salvo, and well, that was great. And and the theme song was just the very beginning part of what was that? Star Trek uh The Next Generation? Wasn't it like that
The
just
theme.
that, yeah, this the theme. Like it was just like this the first 12, maybe 15 bars
Yeah.
of the Next Generation theme before the I just think that was really cool, is that they used that, and it brought back Michelle Yeoh and Alexander Siddig's character and Andy Robinson's character, all these characters that were loosely affiliated with Section 31. And yeah, so I could enjoy this, and I will continue to listen to these. And this is just so you know, this is part of our Star Trek weekend, and I will give, yeah, did I give it 9? I gave it 9 desperate measures out of 10. Yeah, so I enjoyed it a lot. So I didn't even remember that I said that. Is this another parallel universe? Oh my gosh. We're just getting them all, like, anyway. So yeah, there's a lot to be said for this multiverse exploration. And I'm sure that we'll have more chance to do that coming up in the future, fairly near future, as soon as Foundation is over, because there's some sort of discussion of what the the prime radiant puts a anyway. So many different theories, and so much good science fiction is talking about this right now. And so, yeah, thanks for watching our podcast. And we encourage you to find it on YouTube. Find the darker projects. I think that they've done a lot of different things. But this Star Trek Section 31 thing is its own, like, universe, so that's fine. And we'll get back and listen to some more of these, and include you guys in that listen along process too. And maybe we'll listen to some of their other stuff. I think they do superhero stuff too, because of course they do. Because of course these are great. Anyway, so Big Finish, you've got a little itty bitty competition here. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, hooray for that. And I hope that you have enjoyed our podcast. If you'd like to join us, because we always would love it if you'd come. We keep opening the door, and every time, nobody's come in, but we're sure welcome to have you. And 2023, and sorry about that. I was just reaching for the bell. Oh, and I don't know if we could hear the bell, but we're gonna try it again anyway. Yeah, so hit the bell notification after you've subscribed to our channel, and thank you for doing that, and share the video widely. The bell notification. Nope, he doesn't hear it. Anyway, try and ding it in front of a few of the speakers. Who knows? The microphone should pick it up somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I need to mic the bell on its own microphone. I could do that. Cool. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for joining us. And live long and prosper, everybody. Oh, by the way, I love your shirt, Lee. That's a killer shirt.
Oh, well, you've got. Ooh.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's going up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching.